rivals, welcome to Back's Attacks. Today I'm going to show the ending of the Fireborn 3rd event and have a kingdom spotlight on a great kingdom called Mortality Elite. They're part of the Mortality family. I'll explain that a little bit more later. This is the first of what I hope is several events where I visit kingdoms that I've heard good things about and fight alongside them in one of the kingdom events. This also helps me to have a better chance at the Magma Stone and show you guys the effect that has on either Solric or Anir. Alright, let's turn to the leaderboard, and this is how things stand with 4 hours left in the event. Hoplite has got the top spot locked up, and there are 4 more below that getting the silver and well out in front. It's really close behind that. Mortality Elite is in 41st place, but they're only about 1,600 or so ahead of those in 75th place, which will be the cutoff for getting the Magma Stone. So it's been a really intense last day, and it is not letting up at all. In fact, it's intensifying in these last hours of the event. Just scrolling down a little further, you can see that others are trying hard, but there is a bit of a gap. 45,000 got the 3rd sigil, and we see some other very strong kingdoms up at that around the 100 mark as well. There's Soulfire at 98 at this point. And a reminder of the wards: the top rank gets not only the Magma Stone, but a gold soldier statue and some pure Primus. Second gets silver, and 6th to 75th gets the bronze, also 25,000 pure Primus. But really, the Magma Stone is the key prize here. Alright, and we'll fast forward ahead just a few hours later with 1 minute left in the event. I went to bed at that 4-hour mark, that's 2 a.m. local time, and woke up about an hour before the end here to see how things are going. And it looked like we were in great shape at 32, so I snoozed till about 5:30. But when I woke up, I found out that it was super, super tight. Look how close these scores are. We're in 26th place with 64,000, nearly even. But if you scroll down and look at the point totals for 75, it's 63,000 and almost 400, only 600 points difference. In fact, between rank 75 and rank 20 is less than 1,000 points difference. Super, super close race. A lot of effort put in by all these teams, whether they were above or below that line. And I know there are a lot of other kingdoms that really found the 45,000 to get to the 3rd sigil very challenging for a kingdom event and with the notice that we had. Alright, so we're counting down toward the end of the event here, just a few more seconds left. And there we go, the event complete. I saw my probably favorite message of the day, which said something along the lines of, push, 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 push like you're delivering a baby, folks. It was just that close. Hong Kong Baby was right there with us as well, and a lot of other good teams. My heart goes out to the ones at the 76, 77 slot. They worked super hard at this, and to come up that short must be heartbreaking. Folks had to be there, though. It's just a good competition and a good result for some, tough one for others. A little shout out to folks on YouTube from within the kingdom. Really, really enjoyed my time in Mortality Elite. They were very gracious, very fun, and they also knew how to push for those points as well. Very strong kingdom, but clearly one that looked out for each other and really tried to help and wanted to have fun in the process. So it was a very, very pleasant atmosphere to be pushing in for in an event. And now the prizes start rolling in. The bronze statue. Now this is the 2nd soldier statue that I have, so it's an additional 100 XP toward the next level, which is silver. And in addition, we got 25,000 pure Primus. That'll be very helpful. Thought I would ask folks to show some replays, get their chance to be on the YouTubes. And so we saw some events here. Here's one by Mongo. Most of us were using Solric, of course, with the +1 bonus and the fact that he's quite a strong ancient. It didn't hurt to use him at all. The 2nd spell, of course, is the key one. You could take a few shots from the coal tower, but now that kicks in here, they're going to get protection from both damage and from the debuffs. They're coming on the opposite side of the flare tower. And I haven't even seen the dragon deployed yet, so they're just doing this with troops and literally rolling across the base. So we saw many of these style attacks, and if you were active in the event with Selric, then you saw and did lots of these as well. Alright, here's another one by C.D. Bo O'Neill of Mortality Elite. Also using Selric. He's got all those firebolt towers up top, pretty close, so the spell gets cast early for the protection. And once they're past that, Stronghold and the rest of the base is not too hard. Alright, so if we look down in inventory, this was the big prize, the Sleeping Flame Magma Stone. And again, what that one does is increases the rarity of a Selric or a Nier that's already epic to legendary. Wish we got 2 of those. I wish everyone in viewing today got at least one of those, but I know it's a very competitive event. In fact, I'll have some more comments on that in an upcoming video. And just an example of one of my last attacks in the raid. Although it was close to 6 a.m., seeing that it was such a close score, I kind of woke up super quick. Probably a bit of a sloppy attack, but really we're just trying to get these done, get the win in as soon as possible. And I was finding, even with Stronghold 13 troops, the 14s were really not too difficult unless they were totally maxed out. And that's mostly what I was seeing in the arena as well as in player versus player. Alright, now this one surprised me when it came up. It's the Bronze Alondra statue. And that was for the arena season, which also ended on November 30th. And the Abandoned Doll for those who were within the top 4,000 in ranks in the arena season. I knew it would end November 30th, but I didn't expect it to end at the beginning of the day. One of my Kingdom mates had been in the arena for a few days, got knocked out about a week before the end of the season, and was planning to push back up into the arena to get that prize, and was very disappointed to see the season ended early. But actually, because he was still on the scoreboard, he got the prize even though he didn't end up in the arena at the end of the event. So that's something interesting to keep in mind for those of you who are having a tough time staying in the arena. Even if you can get in there, the number of ranks that got the statue was so large that it's definitely worth getting into the arena for these arena seasons. And now it was time for folks to get back in their own respective mortality kingdoms or their home kingdoms. And so before I go, wanted to thank them with a donation to the Kingdom Troop Portal. Got some big contributors in there. Well, it's a high fame kingdom as well. And time to, that's funny, unknown woman sitting in her living room. Wonder if that's his wife who hasn't seen him for 3 days. Time to head back to the home kingdom, Touch Arcadians. Thank you very much again to Mortality Elite. And let me mention a little bit about them. I want to give them a real shout out here. I asked my friend and contact for this event, Amy, to just describe the Mortality set of kingdoms for me, and said that Mort is a great family. We have a place for all types of players and work to help each other as much as we can. And it really is all about having fun. And I can definitely say that was true from what I saw of it. I also asked how this worked out for the kingdom and how they're able to do so well on such short notice. Mortality taking a silver, and Mortality Elite getting the Magma Stone as well. And the comment there was, people can't believe we make 3 kingdoms work, but we do. Everyone's opinion matters, and there's always room to move around in the kingdoms. A few of us are at Elite because we like that atmosphere, whereas others prefer the top kingdom, Mortality, which has a Stronghold 15 minimum and are really outstanding in the raids. And so basically, folks who wanted to push extra hard and were planning to be highly active and spend gems, they went to the Mortality Kingdom. Those who wanted to commit to getting the 75 for the Magma Stone went to Mortality Elite. And those who wanted to get the Mithril and the Sigil went to Mortality Legends. So I think that setup has a lot of merit. I know that within a single kingdom, sometimes you just have folks looking for one pace that doesn't match what the others want. And especially in the US here, we had Thanksgiving, and there was really no advance warning. This was a Kingdom event, and so this was a real struggle for a lot of kingdoms. But an approach or a model like this with the Mortality family has, and the willingness for them to help out each other really is a good system. So my hat's off to them. If folks are interested in joining a good kingdom or a kingdom family, I can definitely recommend the Mortality family. Good folks. And now, with the Magma Stone in hand and enough sigils to get both to Epic, the big question is, do we upgrade Sulric or Anir to Legendary? And I would actually love you guys, you viewers, to weigh in and let me know what you think. Would you prefer I upgrade Anir or Sulric? Not sure which way I'm going to go yet. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.